Hello, I welcome you all in my class, and today we will be doing the last children part of the chapter model. And first, I'm going to revise the important points with you. So, first of all, children, I'm going to tell you about general characteristic of models. Models are never used alone. A principal verb is either present or implied. Like I can sing. Okay, he will help you. So the principal or the root form of the verb is there, sing, and he will like a, you can see student, like I can. So here can is a model, and this is the principal verb or the root form of the verb. Okay, now second characteristic of model. Model do not change according to the number of person. So this is also the second characteristic of model, that it do not change according to the number or person of the subject. Like I can, we can, you can, we can, they can, I may, we may, you may, he may, they may. So you can see children, a lot of thing are there. You can see children, I, we, you, they, I, we, you, he, they. So but the models are same. With all I also we are using can, with I also we are using can, with we are also using can. Okay, so model have no infinitive, present participle or past participle form. So model don't have any infinitive, it has a present per models have no infinitive, present participle or past participle form. Models cannot be used in all the tenses. So children, models we cannot use in all the tenses. When a model does not fall in this pattern, it works as a principal verb, like God willed so. He needs a pen. So here model is using as the main verb or the principal verb. Now, so children, I was telling you some uses of the model I have told you. Okay, and I will be telling you some other uses of the model. So today we will start with must. Okay, we will start with must. Which model we are going to start? Already I have told you about can, shall, should, may, might, will, would. So today I will be telling you about must. The uses of must. So children, must refer to the present or the future tense. Must always refers to the, it refers to the present or future tense. Future or present tense. Then so to express compulsion or necessity. To express compulsion or necessity, to express. So first it to express compulsion or a necessity. So it is used to express compulsion or necessity. To use compulsion or necessity. Okay. A servant must obey his master. It's a compulsion. Every member must participate in the discussion. Second, to express duty or a very strong obligation. So this is the second point. To express duty or strong obligation. What is the meaning of obligation? Obligation means moral duty. To express duty or a very strong obligation. We must work for the country. You must practice virtue. We must respect our parents. We must obey the laws of our country. So you can see this is all the things which is necessary. We must obey the laws of our country. We must respect our parents. We must practice virtue. We must work for the country. So this is all obligations. To express emphatic advice. to express emphatic advice. So third is to express emphatic advice. Okay, so here to express emphatic advice, you must reach home before sunset. You must use a seat belt while driving a car. You must reach home before sunset. You must use seat belt while driving a car. Then children, to express determination. The fourth one is to express a determination. Okay. I must see you again before the meeting. You must become a doctor. She must qualify the test. I must see you again before the meeting. Okay, this is determination. You must use seat belt while driving a car. We must reach home before sunset. Third. Now, fifth one, to express certainty or a strong belief. To express, fifth is to express certainty or strong belief. All right. All must die sooner or later. It is we all know, children, when we are born, definitely we will die. So this is certain thing that which will happen to all the living thing or the things which are existing. So here we can say all must die sooner or later. Everybody must grow old and perish. Everybody must grow old and perish. Now children, to express possibility, or so next is to express possibility. To express possibility. This is the sixth one. She must be at least 50 years old. It is possible that maybe because of her look, maybe because of graying of the hair, maybe because of her physique, she must be at least 50 years old. So this is the inferences or the possibility. Okay. Now, to express logical necessity or expectation. Now this is the seventh one. To express logical necessity. Okay, to express logical necessity or expectation. This is the seventh point. In the uses of must, there must be some error of computation. You must feel sorry for your misbehavior. Then to express a strong negation by must not. A strong negotiation should be there with must not. Like he must not waste time in street plays. You must not be rude to your elder. Now children, must not. I will be telling you few uses of must not. This is the negative form of must. So must not or must. Okay. Now must not. First point, to express prohibition or negative command. The first point is to express prohibition or negative command. You must not jump the traffic light. One must not speak in the presence of ladies. To express the prohibition of very strong obligation. To express the prohibition of very strong obligation. So a peon must not disobey his officer. You must not leave home without mother permission. Then to express the prohibition of necessity. This is the third point. So first point, to express prohibition or negative command. Okay, you must not jump the traffic light, one must not speak in the presence of lady. Then second point was to express the prohibition of a very strong obligation. A peon must not disobey his officer. You must not leave home without mother permission. Then to express the prohibition of necessity. You must bring cameras or a stick inside the hall. Candidate must not write anything except the roll numbers. Now we will be doing the uses of ought. Okay, so uses of ought. Ought refers to present, past or future tense. So it refers to present, past and future tense. Ought is used. So first point, ought is used to express the sense of duty or moral obligation. To express the use of to express the sense of duty. So first point, to express the sense of duty or moral obligation. Okay, now to express the sense, so this is the main thing, like a student ought to prepare well for their examination. A student ought to prepare well for their examination. This is duty. You ought to maintain communal harmony. You ought to maintain communal harmony. This is social obligation. Then we ought to love our neighbors. Moral obligation. She ought to consult some doctor advice. We ought not to use unfair means in the examination advice. Okay. Then to express strong probability. Second point is to express strong probability. Okay, so she ought to pass this time. The past tense of ought is expressed with ought to have plus third form of the verb. So children, how the past tense of the ought is expressed? Ought to have plus third form of the verb. Like you ought to have attended the meeting. The driver ought to have applied the brakes. She ought to have helped the old lady. You ought not to have criticized me in a public. So children, these were the uses of ought and must. I have told you the uses of ought and must. So children, now I will be telling you about used to, about have to, has to or had to. So which models we are going to now do it? Have to, had to and has to. Okay, the uses of have to, had to and has to. So first, to express obligation or compulsion. So first point, to express obligation and compulsion. Okay, this is the first use of to express obligation or compulsion while taking about rule or laws. So here we can say, I have to reach early to school. She has to work till late light in the office. They had to follow the instruction. Then children, negative form of have to is don't have to. What is the negative form of this? Negative form is don't have to, don't have to, don't has to, and it is used don't have to cook the food at home. Like, I don't have to cook the food today at home. She don't have to work till late at night. Okay, so this is all. Then children, I will be telling you the use of need, dare and used to. The use of need, dare and used to. The use of need, dare and used to. Need. So as a modal auxiliary verb, in negative terms, it indicates absence of obligation. It expresses speaker's authority or advice. So remember children, it expresses speaker's authority or advice, and it is used for the present and the future. It is used for the present and the future. You did not type this letter. The interrogative is formed by inversion. The interrogative is formed by inversion. Need I speak to him? Need I speak to him? Second, its past is had to in the affirmative sentence, need not have in the negative sentence, and need have in the interrogative. In past, had to in the affirmative sentence, need not have in the negative, and need have in the interrogative. Like in interrogative in the past, how you will say, need I have gone to him. In the affirmative, I had needed to go to him. In the negative, you did not have gone to meet him. Now, the use of dare. As a modal auxiliary, dare refers of being bold and courageous. Okay, dare refers to being bold and courageous. The negative is formed by dare not and the interrogative by inversion. I dare not disturb them. Dare we talk to them. So now used to. A discontinued habit or a past situation which is no more in the present. He used to drink daily. Now he does not drink. Something existing in the past. This used to be dense, there used to be dense jungle here earlier. So something about the past. So children, this is all the important part of this one children. Models. One modern I think we have missed, that is might. Okay, might, it is a past form of may. All right, might. So the uses of might is to express less possibility. So first use is to express less possibility. To express less possibility. All right. He might help us. She might be a winner in the competition. Then form of permission. Second is for permission. Okay. Like, might I begin to reveal the truth? Might I start speaking? Then to express guess. This is the third point. To express guess. That might be Rohit. Negative form of might. Might not, mightn't. It might not rain. She might not talk to me this evening. So this is the negative form of might. Okay. So this is all the important thing. Now children, something I think we should, I will tell you to remember it. Now few important point I would like to discuss, I think, which you should remember children. first, like all some of the important more points which I'm going to write, and you can note it down and you can remember it. Like first model is shall. So you just note it down. I'm dictating it. Shall is used in question with first person. First person is I and we, and it is used with offer and suggestion. Okay, it is used with offer and suggestion. Second is will, which is used in question with second person. Request, invitation. Request, invitation. And children, will is also used in assertive sentences with first person. Okay, it is used in assertive sentence with first person. Though I told you shall is always used with for first person, but it is will can also be used in the assertive sentence in the first person. With, you can note it down: determination, promise, threat, willingness, and certainty. So, and children, will in assertive sentence with third person is used in habit. Shall in assertive sentence with second and third person, it is used for command, promise, and threat. Should, duty, obligation. Should is used for student duty. Okay, obligation, I will write it. Should is used for duty, obligation. You can note it down so it would be easier for you to remember it. If we will segregate it, if we will separate it, then you can compare and you can learn it. Advice, suggestion, supposition. Advice, suggestion, and supposition. 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 And then, so this is children, should, of course, with purpose and purpose. Then the fourth is would. Would. It is used with past habit. All right. Past habit. Unreal condition. Polite request. Polite request. In question with the second person. Then may. May is used possibility, purpose, wish, formal permission. Possibility, purpose, possibility, purpose, wish, possibility, purpose, wish, formal permission. Formal permission. So this is children. Then can, ability, possibility, capacity. Capacity, informal permission, natural trait. informal permission and natural trait. So children, can is an important point children. Ability, possibility, capacity, informal permission and natural trait. Now might and could express the above modes in the past. Like first, use would, should, could, might respectively if the main verb is in the past tense. So children, would, might, could, should, it is used if the main verb is in the past tense. Like, could you please express very polite? Could you? Now the important point of could is it express very polite requests. Might is used with, might suggest remote possibility in the present, and speakers hesitation to express politeness. Now must. So now the uses of must. Emphatic advice, prohibition. So first is emphatic advice, prohibition. Prohibition, compulsion, necessity. Compulsion, necessity. Compulsion, necessity. Or obligation. Or obligation. Okay. Ought to. Moral duty. Ought to is moral duty or social binding. Or social binding. Okay. Then would. Must. What is must? Emphatic advice, prohibition, compulsion, necessity or obligation, certainty or belief. Ought to is moral duty or social binding. So what is ought to, moral duty or social binding? Need is in questions and negative form. It is necessity. Need in question, that means interrogative himself, or negative form, it means necessity. Okay. Dare is venture or courage. And finally, students, used to, past habit or past experience. Okay. Used to, past habit or past experience. So these are the important tips. Okay, separate, if you will learn the separate in the separate form, it will be more easier for you. Okay. And children, in the examination many type of question can come about the model. We can say suppose sometime complete the following dialogue using suitable model. Okay, then filling the blanks with appropriate models, then in the editing form. Okay, so this type of question you will be facing in the examination. So children, we have done all the types of model, uses of can, could, may, might. Okay, must, will, would, then shall, should, dare, must not, ought, have to, had to. Okay, so all these important models we have discussed, and you also have to learn, the children, the uses of this model. This will surely come in the examination. So with this, I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.